Welcome to the online training for the Uniformation GK3 resin printers. With ChuChuBox Basic installed and opened up, you should see a screen similar to this. What we're going to do first is scroll down till you get to Uniformation. Clicking on that, the first printer we are going to add is the Uniformation GK3 Pro. Click Next. These are all the print profiles. We are only going to use the 0.05 precision mode S01/S02/S03. Click Apply. Down here at the bottom, you can see that resin printer. We're going to add the other resin printer. Click the plus here. Again, scroll down to Uniformation. We're going to add the Uniformation GK3 Ultra as well. Next, this one defaults to the 0.05 S1, S2, S3 by default. Click Apply. Now you can see it here at the bottom. To add a file, over here on the right hand side, you'll see the file list and this little plus icon. Clicking on that, open up File Explorer and find your file. With my file inserted into the program, and if I scroll out, you can see its total size here. Over on the left hand side is the Move tool, Rotate tool, and Scale tool. We're going to use the Rotate tool first. Clicking on the red here, I recommend you rotate it 20 to 25 degrees. And click X. We rotate the model to avoid surface area on the beginning of the print. The larger the surface area, the higher the chance that the print will fail. If the model is too big and it shows red, like so, you'll need to scale down the model or move the model more towards the center of the plate. In this case, I'm going to scale my guy down, so click on Scale. I'm going to print him at 50% scale. Click Enter. Now there is more than enough room within the plate. He's fairly centered, so I will leave him as he is. If you're happy with how your model or models are laid out, then over here on the right hand side is the support tools. So click on the support. Make sure the detection accuracy is set on high. Click the reload if it was set on medium or low previously. Over on the right hand side, there is light support, medium support, and heavy support. For large objects, please use heavy support. For medium objects, use middle. And then for things like D&D miniatures, discs, or small items, please use light support. I would consider this a medium model, so I'm going to keep it on medium. Down here at the bottom is the auto support. Please click on that. With the support generated, it should look something similar to this. As you may notice, I rotated my model towards the back. The resin print supports do leave little divots within the print. I want to keep the front of it the cleanest, so I rotate it so the supports would generate on the back of the part. If you want to add more supports, let's say over here, you're worried about this. If you hover over the item, you can see a generation of a support. You can click and place the support. Over here on the right hand side, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that we have the plus, the minus, and the edit. If you don't think you needed that support, you click on the minus, hover over the support, click it, and it'll highlight red. When it's highlighted red, simply press delete on your keyboard, and it'll be removed. The edit support is neat if you need to edit the support angle, like so. The auto support works great, so I generally don't have to add any more to it. If we're happy with how the supports look, we can navigate back here up to the top to the file icon. And if our part is large and we don't want to be using much resin, we can hollow out the model. Clicking on that, it defaults to 1.2. I generally recommend either 2.2 or 3.2. Clicking hollow out, you can turn on the animation if you want to see it be hollowed by hollowing it out. If we click start here, you'll see that there is now a hollow sphere within there. You also get this warning. That is that there is going to be trapped resin because there is no holes within the model. Up here at the top, you can add a hole. It defaults to 3 millimeters by default. If we go under to the underside, we can add a hole to the model, and you'll notice that the warning disappears. You need to add at a minimum 2 holes to the model. Okay, I generally recommend that you add a few more just so you can get the resin out of the model. But now, if we look internally, you'll notice that there is no support internally, just the 2 holes there at the bottom that we placed. So we will have to go back to support and re-click auto support. It'll ask to delete it, you'll say yes, and it'll re-auto support. If you place any support manually, you will have to replace those. So I recommend that you hollow out your model prior to putting on support. Now if we scroll through this, you can see that there's actually support within the model, so the model will not fail. If we navigate back again, and we are happy with how our model looks, down here at the bottom, we can see that this model is going to take 6 hours, 59 minutes, and it is going to use 84 milliliters of resin, which is approximately $2.79. Once we are happy with that, we can click slice. And again, it will give you the amount of grams that it is using, the rough dollar cost, and it'll give you this preview where you can see each layer as it's going through. If you're happy with that, please click save and save it to your desktop. The Uniformation printers use a USB flash drive that will be provided, but in the off chance that a printer is not available, please save it to your desktop so you can access it at a later point. That concludes the online training for the Uniformation GK3's Chuchu Box Basic Slicer.